Some mysteries hide in the dark, others build a home there. What you're about to hear isn't just a crime, or a disappearance, or a haunting. It's a place where all three blur together, and the truth waits in the shadows. When the hatch unlocked, none of them moved. The opening wasn't an invitation. It was a warning. Something had been standing above them, and whatever it wasn't waiting anymore. The four of them stared at the narrow gap of light above. Aaron, Mark, Daniel, and Chris, each one silently calculating the same thing. If the hatch opened on its own, it could close on its own. And it might not open again. Mark went first, bracing his hands against the cold metal frame and pushing upward. The hatch slid another few inches, just enough for him to squeeze through. He scanned the clearing. Nothing. No footprints. No movement. Just the same unnatural stillness that had followed them since the first hum. He whispered down, "It's clear. Move." Daniel climbed next, then Chris. Aaron hesitated at the bottom of the stairs, staring back at the pedestal. Now, dark, silent, inert. The map on the floor had faded completely. He whispered, "It turned off because we left." Mark leaned back down through the opening. "Aaron, now." Aaron climbed. When he emerged, the clearing didn't look the same. The soil around the hatch was disturbed, not from them digging, but from something walking in circles around it. Deep impressions, heavy, too large to be human. Daniel crouched beside one. "These weren't here when we went down." Chris scanned the tree line. Whatever was up here, it waited. The hatch slid shut behind them with a metallic thud. None of them touched it. As they backed away from the hatch, the forest shifted. Not visually, not physically, but perceptually, like the trees were leaning closer, listening. The air felt charged, the same static pressure they'd felt before the hum began. Aaron froze. "It knows we saw the map." Mark grabbed his arm. "We're leaving. Now." They retraced their steps toward the ridge trail, but the path they had taken earlier was gone. The brush had closed in, thick and tangled, as if the forest had grown back in minutes. Daniel turned in a slow circle. "This isn't possible." Chris pointed to a narrow break in the trees. "There. That wasn't there before." Another path. Straight. Clean. Deliberate. Aaron shook his head. "It's guiding us again." Mark's voice hardened. "We're not following anything. We're getting out." As they moved, the forest remained silent until Aaron stopped walking. His friends turned. He was standing perfectly still. Eyes unfocused. Breathing shallow. The hum had returned, but only for him. Chris grabbed his shoulders. "Aaron, look at me." Aaron blinked, disoriented. "It's not calling me back. It's warning me." Daniel frowned. "Warning you about what?" Aaron swallowed hard. "That we weren't the only ones who came out." A branch snapped behind them. Not a small snap. A heavy, deliberate break. They turned. Nothing. But the forest no longer felt empty. It felt occupied. Mark whispered, "Move. Now." They ran, not blindly, but toward the faint outline of the ridge trail ahead. The forest didn't fight them this time. It let them go, which was worse. When they reached the trail, breathless and shaking, Aaron turned back toward the clearing one last time. The hum faded. The pressure lifted. The forest went still. He whispered, "It's awake now." Chris asked, "The thing underground?" Aaron shook his head slowly. "No." He stared into the trees. "The thing that was standing on the hatch." If this story unsettled you, subscribe and stay close. What comes next goes deeper.